and going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Here with analyst Grant Hill. We've got a good matchup in the guard position tonight, Clark. Here we go. Should be a fun battle for the fans.
I agree. I mean, every kid loves to dribble and shoot, so it's a blast to watch the pros do it, the best in the world. Plus, if there's any ankle breaking going on tonight, you know it's going viral.
Here's the starting group for Portland. Sharp at the 2 with Avdia playing the 3. Inside, we'll see Kamara and Klingen, and it's Holiday in at the 1. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Randall's a bruiser now. The willingness to be physical inside, a big part of Randall's game.
To the middle, and stolen by Edwards. An easy 2 on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Holiday, out left to the wing. Portland moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. McDaniels with the rebound. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Edwards, that's good.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. He told me that they've got one of the league's best lockdown defenders in Drew Holiday, so it won't be easy for us tonight. Coach went on to say that against top-tier individual defender like Holiday, the most important thing is spreading the points around and having a diverse attack. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. The 3, DiVincenzo drains the triple.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Holiday against Edwards. Avdia outside. DiVincenzo against Sharp. Klingen with a screen. Down low. Will it go? And it's good on the lay-in.
At 7'2", Donovan Klingen is a mountain of a man.
Randall with it. Kamara on him. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. And when you talk about efficiency, these are the guys that come to mind. Here are the league's best shooters so far. Rudy Gobert on top.
And this guy just flat out knows how to score. A high IQ offensive player with a strong feel for what shots to take, which is why his field goal percentage leads the league.
Avdia finds Sharp. Edwards against Holiday. There's a screen by Kamara. Klingen, great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, and Klingen is a gigantic player. He is so difficult to keep off the glass at times.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. Well, a new era in Portland, Grant. Young, raw, and still finding their place.
Yeah, B.A., they've committed to growing through reps and putting in the time. The victories are hard-won, but a foundation is being laid. And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Three-pointer Sharp. Anthony Edwards with a rebound.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Outside Holiday. Off the mark there with a 3.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Back to DiVincenzo. Randall outside. And it's Randall with the jam.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Outside Kamara, pass to Sharp. Klingon with a screen to the inside. It's blocked by Gobert.
That's exactly what Rudy brings to your team on the defensive end.
DiVincenzo can't hit.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
Shot to stop the run. The shot by Holiday, no good.
He's got to take a back seat right now. When you're ice cold, you can't just keep gunning.
Here's McDaniels. He's scoreless. And he drives in. Rebounded by Kamara. Outside Edwards. The three. Avdia pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside Sharp. Pass to Holiday. This one for three. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
Hook loose. Goes back up. Nope, 4 for 7 now.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Takes the three. Gets the three ball to go.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
And so Randall will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've got a 9-point lead. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Blazers and came away with a win.
Yeah, last time out, they barely captured a win against this team, and it came down to some key turnovers.
Well, composure, execution, efficiency in a tight ball game is typically what's going to determine the winner.
Holiday with the ball. DiVincenzo picks him up. Pass to Kamara. Portland moving it around. And there's Holiday. That's good. On the assist from Sharp. Holiday's got 6.
Just 2 for 8 shooting early on. Maybe that hoop will help build some momentum.
Edwards against Sharp. Right side McDaniels. Fade away. Rebounded by Kamara.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Pass to Sharp. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And Sharp has to be one of the best finishers at the rim in this young class.
And some changes here for Portland. Robert Williams checked in for Klingon. Grant comes in for Kamara. And it's Henderson in for Holiday. Henderson against Edwards. Drives to the hoop.
Oh, what you say? Oh, my goodness. Come on now. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? On the wing, Grant. Check by Randall. Grant in the post. Randall's there. Grant's shot is off.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy.
Oh, hey, how about
big
that?
time right there. Big time.
Woo.
You can see how Edwards has really developed and worked on his handle. It's become a strength of his game.
Pass to Sharp. Fires the three. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrating.
Back to Daniels. Over Avdia. McDaniels can't hit. Blazers trail by 8. An area of the floor where Jaden McDaniels really excels. Defense.
Yeah, he's a strong perimeter defender. He's got great length, good anticipation, and he's competitive. I mean, those are the things that allow him to shut guys down on occasion.
And it's Portland with a rebound. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Minnesota leading by 8. Edwards, a pass to DiVincenzo. Now Randall. The shot misses. Hey, great D that time from Grant. Pass to Sharp. Back to Grant. Now Avdia. Grant outside. Williams a screen on Randall. And here's Grant from the arc. Pure from three-point range.
Boy, he's a much improved three-point shooter, Jeremy Grant. Coaches have to appreciate what he does for the team spacing because of him knocking that down.
Here's Edwards. The three. It's rebounded by Grant.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
1:05 left in the first quarter. Good D by Gobert. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 5-point game. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Up top, Grant. Checked by Randall. Grant against Randall. Grant in the post, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards looking it over. The three is up, and another three from Minnesota.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's Minnesota. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And, of course, taking it inside, always a great game plan. And I'm curious if there'll be an adjustment from the defensive end. Maybe sag off some shooters a little.
Here are the 5. Portland has to start the second. It's Scoot and Sharp in at the 1 and the 2. Jeremy Grant out there with Williams. And it's Krejci in at the 3. Dosunmu outside. And that one no good to start off the night. Blazers trail by 9. Here's Henderson. Stolen by Reed, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reed. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Anthony Edwards.
Over the last 10 games, he's been on an absolute tear, finding all kinds of ways to be a thorn in the opposition's side, just working on offense and getting the looks he wants out there.
And the TrailBlazers shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Reed with the rebound.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Oh, he picked him clean. Now the Blazers moving it up. Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Portland TrailBlazers. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets. And then Monday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Brooklyn Nets.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get. But I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough.
Minnesota leading by 7. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Portland TrailBlazers, in year 3 of a rebuild, wins are hard to come by in the loaded West. But acquiring young, talented players like Denny Avdia is a nice start. He said, quote, "The team is young, we're real athletic, we all compete, everybody wants to work and wants to improve." Brian, back to you.
Young and hungry. All right, Allie, thanks thanks for the report.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Here's Henderson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana.
You know, when you throw in the assist, he had a monster night.
Williams, a screen on Reed. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. And since the All-Star break concluded, here's a view of which teams are leading the league in second chance points. Portland in second.
This team knows how to get it done on the offensive glass. And ever since the break, they've been putting in work and collecting a nice pile of second chance buckets.
Now Highland, still without a bucket. 6 on the shot clock. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. Blazers trail by 9. Here's Krejci. Pass to Sharp. Fires from deep. Reed with the rebound.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Reed sets a screen. Here's Dosunmu. And he goes in for the dunk.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Again, the miss by Portland.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Grant brings a double. Here's Anderson. Portland with a rebound. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And Bones Highland gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Portland calls timeout. He's checked in for Portland.
Give him a
and in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Grant finds Williams. Plays it up and in off the pretty assist.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. After this game, they can look forward to Boston, where they will match up against the Celtics. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Here's Dosunmu. That one drops for him. Dosunmu's gotten 4 this quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal. And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Pass to Reed. Beyond the arc. Avdia pulls it in. Blazers trail by 11. Here's Grant. Reed defending. Dosunmu outside. Over Sharp. And the basket by Dosunmu. Dosunmu's got 6.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Sharp. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively. And that's having a ripple effect.
Outside, Highland. Back to Dosunmu. 6 to shoot. Tries the spin move. From downtown. That one doesn't drop.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill.
Reed, a screen on Henderson. Here's Highland on the take. Soft touch off the glass. Highland's got his first 2 points.
Attacking the heart of this defense. That's 8 straight points inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
Here's Avdia. And he buries his first look. The role of the big man has evolved over the years. What's been the most noticeable change to you, Clark?
BA, and it's not just the big man. I just think the overall athleticism of all of the players, certainly the big guys, stand out because they're now taking the ball rack to rack. They can go in traffic with the dribble. They're more mobile on defense because defenses switch a lot now. I mean, it's not all about being in the paint just because you're a big guy. They play all over the place.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Henderson against Highland. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Drops in the three. Highland's got 5.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
Blazers trail by 14. Here's Sharp. Oh, a special move before that shot.
And his athleticism is big for Sharp in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
Outside Reed. Launches it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Abdia.
Third and second chance points. And they are in the top 10 in steals. This is a team that will force turnovers if you're careless with the ball.
And touching on their second chance points, they rank 3rd in the league. One of the best at hitting the offensive glass. Looking at who's out there for Portland now. Clingan, he's checked in for Williams. Kamara comes in for Grant. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Henderson.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the basket by Dosunmu. Dosunmu's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Outside Kamara. Portland moving it around. Abdia from outside gets the 3 to fall.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Gobert inside, guarded by Clingan. Reed, a screen on Abdia. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Just in this quarter, he's turned it over 3 times. Not sure what's going on with him.
And the Blazers making a change here. Grant's checked in. Pass to Clingan. 3-pointer, Holiday. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Many players have size. So what makes Rudy Gobert such a good interior defender, Clark?
Well, size is part of it, clearly, BA, but timing is the big thing, and then awareness, recognition of what the situations are and being able to adjust your body position accordingly, and then anticipation. I mean, timing and anticipation, awareness, those are the things that make really good defenders. He's found his game in the second quarter, looking very assertive now.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Portland TrailBlazers. Down by 12. Abdia passes to Holiday. Got it. Good job in the low post. Holiday's got 8.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Minnesota has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Dosunmu outside. There's a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Portland with a rebound. Pass to Grant. And here's Clingan. Abdia from outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got his 5th rebound in this one. Anderson with it. Guarded now by Clingan. Anderson passes to Highland. Now Gobert. He's covered by Grant. Gobert inside. Working on Grant. Gobert, no good. Abdia outside. Back to Grant. Abdia, screen on Anderson. Here's Grant. Banked it in off the glass. He has 7.
The superb work ethic of Grant. My, what a nice soft touch inside.
Minnesota leading by 8. 1:05 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Reed. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Grant. And the bucket is good. Grant's got 6 here in the quarter. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Pilot, the pass to Dosunmu. Reed, a screen on Avdia. Elbow shot. Dosunmu can't hit. Blazers trail by 8. Grant finds Holiday. Back to Grant. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
15 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Reed with it. He picked up 15 in their last win against Utah.
Yeah, what about his work on the glass? I mean, he was an all-around contributor to a winning effort.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back to the game after this break.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work.
Even teams that have great shooters have to be selective. They're hucking it up from beyond the arc, hoping for the best. And it reminds me.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule. And that is going to do it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Randall at power forward with Reed at center. DeSumo is out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Anderson in at small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Yep, that one goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Can't allow Reed to get that kind of positioning. He's got great touch down there.
Off the outside. Pass to Klingon. Shoots over Reed. Oh, and Reed with a block. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. And looking at the 2K leaderboard now, here are the two guards who have been shooting the lights out over the last 10 games. Anthony Edwards on top.
A tremendous shooter. If you're an off guard, you have to hit threes to make it in this league. And is he so good from deep.
Well, we've all heard ball don't lie. Well, numbers don't lie either. I mean, he's got range that I'd put up against anybody else in the league.
Oh, what a hammer!
You know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Outside Sharp. Back to Holiday. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's Holiday. And he lays it up and in. Holiday's got 10 points.
So many different ways that Holiday can beat you because he's got great length and size for a guard, and that allows him not to be afraid to mix it up inside.
Edwards against Holiday. A shot from the high post. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. 8-point game. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. And that'll mark the end of this 5-game road trip. Clock at 6. Klingon with a screen. From deep. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And Minnesota with some changes. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Anderson. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for DeSumo. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Outside Edwards. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. Just 10 games left. Let's see the playoff race in the West. Taking a look at Minnesota, right now they rank 3rd in the conference, aiming for a high seed in the postseason. And of course, the Portland TrailBlazers, they have the 9th spot currently.
When I look at Portland, their season's in danger of slipping away. But still, it's not too late. With a strong push here over the last few games, they could earn a play-in spot. Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my main focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Back to you guys.
He can lock it down. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Just 1 for 4 thus far. They have not found their rhythm this half.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
It's his first trip to the line.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Left side, Kamara. Pass to Klingen. Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by Portland.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Holiday against Edwards. Over Holiday. Minnesota again missing. Blazers trail by 10. Now here's Sharp. Oh, deflected. Kamara up and in from the low block.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Edwards against Sharp. Back to Edwards. Randall a screen on Sharp. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
Edwards is a true scoring machine, and he is relentless. He's lighting it up tonight.
Portland moving it around. Pass to Holiday. Now Klingen. Back to Sharp. Here's Avdia. There's the triple. He buries it from 3. Avdia's got 8 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Edwards for 3. Again, the miss by Edwards.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Pass to Klingen. It's Avdia on the wing. Klingen with a screen. Inside. And he bangs it home with one hand.
First, Klingen screens the defender out of the play and then capitalizes.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Anderson's checked in for Minnesota. Highland comes in for Anthony Edwards. And also a switch here for Portland. Grant's checked in. And here's Highland. He has 7. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Highland. Randall a screen on Sharp. Here's Highland. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. So it's Portland now, trailing by 5. Sharp a screen on DiVincenzo. Avdia passes to Grant. Highland against Sharp. Here's the 3. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in the close game. That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
Outside Sharp. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Sharp's got 13.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
To the paint. It's dipped. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Williams is checked in for Portland. Scoot Henderson comes in for Kamara. Henderson finds Avdia. No good from outside. The Timberwolves lead by 5. It's McDaniels on the wing, defended by Henderson. Another miss by Minnesota.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his...
Oh, it's Time Lord! Look out!
Yeah, great find right there by Henderson. He is such a gifted facilitator.
Highland against Henderson. Handle a screen on Henderson. Here's Highland. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Henderson, the pass to Williams. And here's Avdia. And it's Portland scoring again.
Growing his passing game. Sharp knows being able to reliably create for others will really round out his skill set.
Highland against Henderson. Highland, pass to Randall. Highland with a screen on Grant. Randall, good. Give him 8.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
Now Henderson, looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Williams, a screen on Randall. Here's Grant, pass to Williams. Back to Grant, lets it fly, and he hits the jumper. Grant's got 13 now.
Setting each other up beautifully, I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Anderson with a screen. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Sharp passes to Williams. Back to Sharp. Portland moving it around. For the lead. It counts! And the foul! It's going to go on Bones Highland.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for Anderson. Then for Portland, Ricci comes in for Avdia. And Love is subbed in for Sharp.
You know, the first thing that jumps out at you when you look at Grant is his athleticism. I mean, this guy's a terrific dunker and finishes well around the basket even when he doesn't dunk it.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Love passes to Grant. There's a screen by Love. Now Henderson from the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now. Highland against Love. Now here's Randall. He's guarded closely. And it's Randall with the jam.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Blazers trail by 3. Clark, when you look at the evolution of Julius Randle, talk about his playmaking.
Yeah, he's worked on trying to see things as they develop a little more, and I imagine he's done a lot of film study. I could only attribute some of his improvement to that. He's looking for others intentionally and aggressively, so I think that's part of why his teammates enjoy playing with him. They know he's making the effort to distribute the basketball.
DiVincenzo finds Randall. 5 on the clock. Outside, Highland. The 3-ball. Rebound by the TrailBlazers. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Love passes to Williams. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Portland shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Sumu's checked in. Highland looking for an opening. Pass to DiVincenzo. Gobert inside for three. Randall unable to get that one. It's been all about Jeremy Grant for Portland, and that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. We'll be right back after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. It's Scootin Sharp in at the... Power is home!
Oh, wow! Yeah, already a pretty cunning defender. Henderson finds chances to swipe the ball and sets the play in motion.
Pass to DiVincenzo from deep. Fires in the triple.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Dosunmu on the wing. He's covered by Grant. Dosunmu can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Oh, Grant throws it down.
Yeah, it's been a huge night for Grant, the former second-round pick. He's a guy who's had to fight for a spot in the NBA, and he's deserved what he's earned.
Henderson against Highland. Randall, a screen on Henderson. Highland, the pass to Randall. It's off his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. Portland on D. 3-point lead. Highland, the pass to Randall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Highland with a screen on Grant. Here's Randall. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And after a difficult start to the game, he's flipped the script here.
Henderson outside. And it's off from 3-point range.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
DiVincenzo on the wing. Here's Highland. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Henderson against Highland. Henderson, the pass to Williams. Here's Grant. Henderson for three. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Randall, the pass to Dosunmu. Back to Randall to take the lead. Portland with a rebound. Williams has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Krejci. Knocks down the long J. Krejci's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. Denny Obvious checked in for Portland. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. Coach wanted to see more urgency when it came to closing out on shooters. He said, quote, right now we're jogging at them on the perimeter. It needs to be a sprint to run them off the line. We'll see if the guys have it in them.
Allie, thank you. It's rebounded by Grant. Grant's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Sharp. Takes a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Henderson against DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. Now here's Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by DiVincenzo.
This is where McDaniels has put in a lot of work, catching and shooting with confidence.
Henderson scanning the floor. Pass to Avdia. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Grant. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's McDaniels to take the lead. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The length that McDaniels brings gives him an advantage against the smaller defenders, sometimes drawing a foul like he did there.
That one's no good.
Rare sight. How often does he fail to capitalize at the line?
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. Randall with it. DiVincenzo on the wing, defended by Henderson. DiVincenzo can't hit. And so Grant will bring it up for the Portland TrailBlazers. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. Avdia, good look. Portland, no good that time either.
Look, when the defense leaves the mid-range open like that, you got to punish them, or they'll keep letting you shoot it.
Pass to Edwards to take the lead. Avdia pulls it in. Portland has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Sharp passes to Williams, and Williams punches it home.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Here is DiVincenzo. Now here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels to tie it up. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that was from way outside. It's clear McDaniels has confidence in his long-range capabilities.
Randall against Grant to the inside. Down low. Here's Williams.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
Now Edwards. Randall, a screen on Sharp. Here's Edwards. Up again. Gobert, no good.
He'll miss some of these from time to time, especially when he feels some pressure on the way up.
Avdia from outside. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And Chris Finch has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Minnesota with some changes. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Dosunmu in for DiVincenzo. Then for Portland, Klingon. He's checked in for Williams. Kamara comes in for Grant. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Henderson. Reed a screen on Holiday. Here's Edwards. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Edwards has got 24.
Composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Holiday passes to Avdia. Here's Kamara. Three-pointer Sharp. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Edwards. To take the lead. Holiday grabs the miss.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Clingan, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Yeah, be careful. Clingan kid bring down the house.
The Timberwolves trail. Reed to screen on Holiday. Here's Edwards. Portland with a rebound. Holiday's got 4 rebounds in the game.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around. And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Edwards, a pass to Dosunmu. Reed to screen on Sharp. Here's Dosunmu. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
So he gets them both.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Avdia against Edwards. Clingan with a screen. Oh, and Reed with a block.
What a denial that time by Reed. Excellent body control on that block.
Pass to Dosunmu. Anderson with a screen on Avdia to take the lead. Up again. Now Reed. Stolen. Off the outside. And there's the foul. It's on Ayo Dosunmu. That's foul number 2 for him. Left side Kamara. Here's Sharp. Now Avdia. Just 5 on the clock. Bucket!
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Edwards. McDaniels outside. Here's Reed. Jams it home!
You can see why they turned to Reed in that moment. He is a heater.
We've got 1:55 left in the game. Sharp. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And Minnesota with some changes. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Anderson. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dosunmu.
In tense situations at the line, they can count on him to keep his cool.
Edwards against Sharp. Here's DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. McDaniels outside.
And the toughness McDaniels plays with is impressive. He doesn't back down from any defender inside.
Good on the first. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for McDaniels.
Fruitful trip to the line there. He's made this a 1-possession game now.
DiVincenzo against Sharp. Driving in. Gobert pulls it down. The Timberwolves shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. Now Randle. 1:03 left to play in the 4th. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there. It's Avdia on the wing. McDaniels covering. Sharp. Cleared away by Edwards. 35 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Ooh, Edwards!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Timeout, Trailblazers. He's checked in for DiVincenzo. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Kamara. Here's Sharp. He shoots. Oh, he missed the jumper. And Chris Finch has called timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Edwards. And stolen by Holiday. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here we go. Edwards with it. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. Anthony Edwards out there with Sumu. And it's Gobert in at the center.
Boy, at 6'4", 225 pounds of twisted cable wire, Edwards is built like a linebacker.
And both free throws good for Edwards. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. To shoot. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Edwards against Holiday.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skill.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Edwards. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Here's Holiday. Avdia outside. 6 to shoot. There's a screen by Kamara. It's money from deep.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Holiday against Edwards. Sumu, right side. Rejected by Klingon.
Okay, young fella. Look, I'll tell you this. Do not test Donovan Klingon. They just learned that the hard way.
Here's McDaniels. Takes a 3. Oh, it doesn't go. Portland leading. Avdia. Oh, that's a man on a mission right there.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Randall. Oh, an answer slam.
Randall, pretty skilled as the screener or ball handler in those sets. That's pretty good versatility on display.
Jacks up a 3. The putback. Holiday. And again, no good. The Timberwolves have gone only 1 for 4 in OT so far. Picked by Gobert. Edwards fires! Ooh, it doesn't go. For Portland, they've got 3 of 5 attempts to go as we play here in this OT period. Outside Sharp. Holiday taking his time here. Look at the footwork, getting himself open.
Humongous bucket for Holiday. He's become one of the most reliable players in this league during the game and in big moments as well.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And Minnesota with some changes. Reed's checked in for Randall, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dosunmu. DiVincenzo against Holiday. Here's Edwards. Reed a screen on Sharp. Edwards. Oh, wow! Big finish.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
DiVincenzo against Sharp. Outside Avdia. Nice setup for the slam.
What an important hoop for Klingen.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Looking at the clock, just over 3.5 minutes into OT. Holiday outside. Klingen with a screen.
And one look at Donovan Klingen, and you see why scouts were excited about him. 7'2" with a great build. You can only imagine the intimidating presence he could become on the floor.
And he's unable to get the second one. The Timberwolves have gone a rocky 2 for 6 so far in OT. Good for 2!
Woo-hoo! Yes, DiVincenzo. What a gamer. Somebody who lives for these kind of big moments. Watch out now.
Left side Sharp. Outside Kamara. There's a screen by Kamara. Clock at 4. Sharp. He's off from 3.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
And here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Holiday. Edwards. Oh my! Throw it down!
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
Timeout, Trailblazers. Sharp against DiVincenzo. Left side Sharp. Another tie! And we're going to have a second overtime. And we'll be back right after this. And with another overtime in front of us, the question is, who will blink first? Nobody wants to give in. A lot of pride on the line now. Outside Holiday. Outside Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. And he powers it down. One-handed.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Strong drive by Edwards. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Ant is tough to slow down. That guy is big and strong, and he's got quickness, too.
Holiday outside. Avdia against McDaniels. Outside Sharp. Shoots a 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Outside Reed, beyond the arc, knocks down the trifecta.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
DiVincenzo against Sharp. Here's Hopia. Now Holiday. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Reed. And he gets it from 15.
There's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack. But they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
It's Hopia on the wing. Using the glass to lay it in.
The offense is flowing through him right now. He just keeps coming.
Edwards against Sharp. It's off.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
Off the outside. Now Holiday. Unloads from 9. That's in.
I tell you, boy, he comes up big at the right times. I love his demeanor, though. His disposition says all business, and I'm ready for whatever is needed.
Now Edwards puts up the tray. Hopia rips down the board.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Sharp. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
And these are exactly the moments where you find out if a player is tough enough for the NBA. And Sharp showing no fear in a clutch situation.
Edwards against Sharp. Spins. Outside Edwards. He launches. Oh, he can't hit it. TrailBlazers lead by 4. Now here's Hopia. Fires a 3. Rebounded by McDaniels.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Edwards. Reed sets a screen. Holiday against Edwards. He nails it with the shot clock winding down.
Edwards is who you want to go to in the clutch when you need points, and will usually find a way to get them for you.
Sharp. Yes, sir!
Yeah, fearless play by Sharp in clutch time. He wants us to know he's ready to shine in these challenging moments.
That free throw good from Sharp.
The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a good play.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And an intentional foul right there. He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
Extending the team's lead. Just solid execution at the line.
Reed to screen on Sharp. Edwards.
They've been a totally different squad here in the overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy.
And so Portland takes the win. Double overtime games are so grueling. And after this one, everyone, the officials, the fans, the broadcasters, will all have to take a little rest.
Yeah, I need that rest, I'll tell you. But hey,